Good morning and good afternoon, Bobcats. This is Mr. Cerna here in front of the campus of South San Antonio High School. Today you're going to be getting a tour of the campus. If you look here, this is the front of the school. This is what everybody knows as the front of the school. If ever they ask you to go to the flagpole is in the front of the school. This is usually the drop-off area for parents. So I'm gonna get you guys to walk in with me, and we're gonna walk into the campus. Right now, as we walk in, you're gonna meet Mr. Rios. Mr. Rios is the director of the early college program. So I'm gonna let him say a few words as we walk in, and then you guys can listen to a few words from Mr. Rios. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Israel Rios. I'm the director of the Early College High School. Welcome to Southsan. I hope you'll have a great time here. We're hoping to have you back soon.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rios. All right. Over here on the left side, as you walk in, you'll see the reception area. This is our receptionist over here in the front. This is where announcements can be put in, and you can meet with you can ask information up in the front. If you walk over to the other side, this is our attendance office. Our attendance, if you have any issues with attendance once we're on campus, you can come here. Also, on both sides of each of our A building, this is what it's called, the A building, there's stairs. You can see stairs that go all the way up to the third floor. Okay, we have stairs that go all the way up to the third floor. A building, first floor is where we're at right now. This is called the A building, first floor. And on the A building, first floor, we have our counseling department. Counseling department is located as soon as you walk through, you can see the counseling department. Our counseling department here, your counseling department is in the F building because that's where Mr. Rios and Ms. Ramirez are they're up in the F building upstairs, second floor. So this is the counseling department. Right across from the counseling department is our student support center, and this is where you will find the administration. Your vice principals from the campus are here. On the other side of where the vice principals are, I will show you somewhere where nobody really knows that is our principal office all the way at the very end. Dr. Hernandez, that's where his office is. So in case you ever get some kind of award and they tell you to go to Dr. Hernandez's office, that's where you're gonna go. You look here, we have our top 10 from 2019. Still hasn't been taken down. We're really proud of our early college kids because if you look here, 8 out of the top 10 are early college students. So that's why I say top 10, 8 out of 10 early college students. That's a pretty good average if you ask me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip this around as we walk, so that way you can see what's going on in front of you. This is our teacher's lounge for teachers only. Stay away, don't go in. See the sign here, it says to the nurse's office. I guess we should go to the nurse's office, right? So as we go to the nurse's office, guys, a couple of things about the A building. A building first floor doesn't have very many classrooms that you're gonna be in. It's mainly for labs. This is our, what do we call it now, sir? OCI? On-campus intervention, correct? Yes. You never probably wanna be in here. This is our campus tour. OCI is what it's called, and you don't wanna go in there. It's kind of like your OCS or on-campus detention at your other schools. Okay, as you take a right here, as soon as you take a right, when you come through the hallway in the A building, you come and you find the nurse's office. Our nurse is Ms. Sanchez, registered nurse. If ever you have any issues, you feel like you're sick, you need to have a nurse's pass in order to enter. It says right there, as you can see, must have pass to enter clinic unless it is an emergency, okay? Unless you're bleeding or something like that, and you can't stop the bleeding, then you can go in. But other than that, a teacher needs to give you permission to go in. Right next to the nurse's office is our computer lab, A146. And the reason I'm showing you this is because this is where, when you take your TSI test, a lot of times you'll have to come into computer lab A146 to take the test. It's a computer lab that a lot of people use and we often use for the early college program, okay? As we go through the halls, on the left, you can see the elevator, lab room A182, and that's the elevator. Students are not allowed to use the elevator unless they have a nurse's pass, or like if you have some kind of injury, then you can use it. Then in the middle of the A building, you have another stairwell. Stairwell goes all the way up to the 3rd floor. And we'll go up in a few minutes, but right now I do want to continue showing you 1st floor A building, okay? If you look from here, this is the center of the campus, of the A building campus. You can see the flagpoles over there, 3-story building from the outside, okay? And if you look over here to the left, you can see that is our girls' weight room. This is our high school campus weight room where the girls usually have their dressing room, and they also have a weight room there. To the left of the weight room, obviously, is attached to our high school gym. Our high school gym seats about, not too many. We usually don't have pep rallies in there because you can only fit about 500 students, and pep rallies, we usually get about 1,000. If you freshmen, when we get back on campus, hopefully we can start volleyball and basketball. This is the entrance to our games. This is the concession stand, obviously. And if you see, a couple of golf trophies. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Over here, another couple of golf trophies. You can see this person swinging on a golf club. Yeah, we won those. We have a lot in our office too. Right across from the gym, we have our library. Our library, A184. This is our library. And we gotta be quiet when you come in, right? You come in our library. That's Mr. Licero. He's the librarian. That's Mr. Licero. He's our librarian. But we gotta be quiet in the library. This is Miss Espinosa. She's the librarian assistant. But we gotta be quiet. Giving a tour of the campus. And this is our library, guys. When you come to the library...
Do you want that light?
No, that's fine. The majority of you, if you come to the library, it's mainly to use the computers. And you also have your computers that are here. And this is where you will come to also take your student ID. When you come in, the library is where you'll take it. It'll look like this, and then it'll end up printing, and hopefully you'll look better than me, which I doubt because I'm pretty handsome. But you look over here, this is where you can also come for device, whenever you have device issues. The multimedia room in the library. You see they have for Chromebooks issues, keyboard short circuits, app requests. They have all the things here for your media, your Chromebooks and whatnot. All right. You do notice it does say no food or drinks in the library. Notice. Okay. Thank you, Miss. You have a question? You have something? You want to say something? Go ahead.
Technology's gonna be upstairs.
Oh, it's going to be upstairs? What room? What room do you know?
Two. It's the one next to, in front of the elevator.
Okay. Right in front of the elevator? Okay. All right, well, we'll go ahead. We'll go up right now in a few minutes. I just want to show you guys the cafeteria, everything on the 1st floor, and then we'll go up to the 2nd floor. Okay. All right, some more trophies. What used to be our concession. You look here. One thing that we're pretty proud here at Southsan High School is all our seniors, as they get accepted into a college and get scholarships. This is our scholarship wall. I can tell you that we're pretty proud of what we do here at Southsan. And if you look at the scholarships, all the schools, the money that we raised in 2020, our students raised, they got over close to $5 million in scholarships as of, I think it went over. after the pandemic and the school year was over, we ended up over 5 million. That was as of February 6th. But all these people got scholarships or got accepted into schools. So if you look, that's pretty big and that's pretty good for, was back in February. We had a lot more than that afterwards. If you come down the hall, you're gonna see that you have the cafeteria. This is one of the concessions in the cafeteria. Let me see if the cafeteria is open. And it is, so let's go into the cafeteria. This is also where they sell snacks and whatnot in the cafeteria. This is our Bobcat cafeteria, also known as the Bobcat Cafe. Usually these seats will be filled with the blue seats that are around, so that way you guys can sit there. All the seats are attached, so you can't move all these seats, so be prepared for that whenever you come into the campus. Real beautiful cafeteria. Then you have your burger lines. This is just burgers, hamburgers. It's usually hamburgers and also chicken sandwiches. You see over here, that's where they have the snacks and whatnot also, okay? Then you have your pizza line. You have your pizza lines that go to the left. One goes to the left and then one goes to the right. So you have burgers over there in those two lines, pizzas in these two lines, and then this is the international line, which changes on a daily basis, different food every time. And the traditional also changes on a daily basis. And your traditional line, you can have a line that goes straight through here and then to the left, straight through and then to the right. And then you also have your second traditional line on this side also. And you can enter here and then you would check out here with this lady here. We have 3 different cashiers that can help you make sure that you have your ID, know your ID when you come through the line. Okay. Again, this is the Bobcat cafeteria, and when you're in the Bobcat cafeteria, you don't have to eat in the cafeteria, guys. A lot of our students get their food, and they can enjoy the atmosphere outside in what is our Bobcat area, picnic area, which is going outside and you can sit in the 100-degree weather because it's so beautiful. Bunch of tables that go all the way to the side. You have all this area. Usually you'll have students playing some kind of sport or something over there in that big white area over there. And there's a couple more picnic tables and whatnot on the side over here. Okay. That is our cafeteria. Now I want to take you guys to the A building, 2nd floor. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 buildings within the Southsan campus. This one is this is the biggest one, obviously, 3 stories. The majority of your classes, like I said, are on the 2nd and 3rd floor. But your classes, because you're early college, your classes are mainly located in the F building. And we'll go to the F building right after this too. Okay? All right, this is a good time to catch my breath because, man, I'm getting a little winded. Anybody tell me what is this right here? Coming back. Question number 1 is going to be, what is the address to the library? You're going to need to know it. What is it? Got it. Good job. What is that? What is that right next to the library? You should know it. Okay. Another question I'm going to ask you is, where's the flagpole located? Flagpole is located across. If you look across the campus, guys, you can see that's their health and science building. That's on the other side of the campus. If you look at it, you can see the building on the other side. Okay, now we're gonna go up to the 2nd floor. Should we take the elevator or should we take the stairs? ¿Cómo está? I guess we need some exercise, right? We do need some exercise. So let's go up the stairs. If you guys notice, we have over 100 cameras on the campus. Don't do anything wrong, there's cameras. And they're everywhere. Okay, you'll see another one As you walk up in that corner over there, cameras everywhere, okay? This is Mr. Lizaldi's class. These are second floor, and this hallway here is mainly our science labs. So you'll have either Mr. Lizaldi, which I don't know if any of you guys do anymore, but this is Mr. Ussery's class. These are for different counselors and assistants. Ms. Corby's lab. These are all our science labs here. Ms. Gallardo. So we're in the A building, second floor right now. And as you can see, we just walked through the stairs. We walked all the way through the A building. And this is what we call our walkway, a catwalk. Bobcats, if you look at the fence, I'll show you right now when we get closer. This is what we call our Bobcat catwalk. Okay, our Bobcat catwalk, that's where the Bobcats we walk like cats on there. I'm just kidding, they don't actually walk like cats. All right, let's go through and see some other classes. This is Miss Ostie's room. I think you guys have, a lot of you have Miss Ostie right now. Her room is A235. And she has this classroom. It's in the A building and it's on the second floor. So as you see, A building, first letter, 2, second floor, room 35. Okay, and that's your biology class for the majority of you guys. All right, the rest of these classes, I see this is health on the left side. What class is this, Miss Ortega? She's a CTE, also TTE. And as you see, you can see the majority of our halls are named after universities. That is Texas State University, #1 school in the country, in the entire world, at least in my heart, because that's the school that I went to. Some of the work that we have. So if you look all the way down the hall, you can see that we have, in the second building, 8th floor, you can see that we have 2 sides, 2 walkways, one on the right, one on the left. Usually if you're going to your class, you'll be going on the right. If you're coming from your class, you'll be going to the left, okay? Our restrooms are right here. There's restrooms on each end of the hallway. At the very end, on that side over there, there was restrooms, and you'll have restrooms on the middle end too, okay? And then we have 2 different sections of the hallway. Here's another section of the hallway in the A building, second floor. All right, here's the elevator again. The elevator could take us up to the second floor, and I think we want to do that. We want to go up in the elevator. Good job. I think we can go up in the elevator. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to take the elevator. Mr. Cerna has a pass, and I want every single one of you early college students to be able to have the luxury of getting in the elevator. So as we go up in the elevator, we're gonna go to the 3rd floor. You're gonna be amazed at some of the things that are happening up on the 3rd floor. There's a planetarium up on the 3rd floor, which is pretty amazing. We're one of the only school districts in the city that has its own planetarium. As we said, different hallways are named after different universities. There's the University of Texas at Austin. This hallway over here, as you see, St. Mary's University hallway. Oh my God, I saw him. Look, who is it? It's Sasquatch. That might be one of your questions. Who did we see on the 3rd floor? Sasquatch, there he is. Okay. Let's see if it's open. You guys, I want to try to show you guys the planetarium. This is the astronomy class. No, it's not open yet. Let's see. Check the other hall. Maybe we can sneak in. No, probably not. Yeah, they usually would. You would think that they would close the access to the planetarium. So yeah, but this is the astronomy class, and this is one of the only planetariums in the city that we have. I think there's only like 4 right now. But these are your upper level classes: astronomy, physics, Let's see what other classes they teach around here. Mr. Sorolla, really good teacher. And we have all these other classes over here. These are all science labs also. And as we go through, you can see the stairway again. There's another stairway that leads down to the second floor, right? And from the third floor, you can see two really close buildings that as we go through the catwalk, that right there is what we call the F building. That's our building. That's our pride and joy because that's where the majority of our classes are for our freshman year. To the right of it, you see the E building. The E building has 2 floors, just like the F building. The only thing is, there's not as many early college students in the E building as opposed to the F building. So that's for us. This is except us. The F building and E building. If you look further down, you can see a small little building. That is our ROTC building over there. And we're gonna head out there in a few minutes, okay? So let's go down the stairs. I didn't do it, but the third floor is a replica of what the second floor is. So you'll see the same hallway going all the way down on the other side too. Didn't do it, but you guys got the idea of that one, I think. This should not be touched. Don't touch that at all, right? So let's go to y'all want to go to the F building or A building, or the E building? Which one? Okay, we'll go to the E building first. Good job. All right, as you see, we even have signs to tell you that direct you to the 2 buildings. F building to the left, E building to the right. So I'm gonna focus a little bit more on the E building, so that way you guys, because the majority of your classes are gonna be in the F building. I'm gonna focus. There's the ROTC building on the further end. If you guys can see the fencing, what does that say? It says, yes ma'am, it says Bobcats. If you look at the fencing over there, there's a picture of a Bobcat. And to the other side, you can see where it says Pride. Bobcat, Pride. Bobcat, Pride. Okay, we're going into the E building real quick. I'm just gonna walk in so we can see it. This is the E building, second floor. Obviously, if you go down the stairs, you will find the E building, first floor. Okay. As we walk into the F building, second floor, you guys are gonna see that this is an important place because this is Mr. Rio's office. This is the Southsan Early College Academy. This is the principal's office, or the director's office, Ms. Ramirez, who is our counselor. This is her, if you see, as soon as you enter through the catwalk, boom, the director and the counselor. And this is your counselor only. Okay, this is the early college director counselor. Okay, as we come in, if we go to the right, you guys will see this is Miss De La Garza's class. Miss De La Garza's class is E207. Okay, Miss De La Garza. And to the left of Miss De La Garza is 217, which is Miss Maldonado's class, which is a lot of you guys have for principals of Infotech. Okay. Here's Miss Lopez Trevino. If you guys have geometry, a lot of you guys have Ms. Lopez Trevino. This is her classroom. Of course, she's not in there right now because we're in quarantine, except me because I'm a rebel and I'm out and I'm helping you guys go through the campus. This is Mr. Ring. He teaches geometry, but I don't think he's there. There's also an elevator here, faculty restroom. We're gonna go downstairs and see some more classes. So as we go down to the F building, we're gonna go, we're gonna see where the, I'm gonna show you guys a little close-up of the ROTC building. There it is right there, closer up. If I take you out, further out, This is where our buses come in, and this is if you rode the bus drop-offs. If you can see over there, it says bus drop-off, pickup only, right? So this is where if you're gonna take the bus, your buses will come in here, and it'll drop you off in that area over there. And of course, you would walk into the cafeteria, go get your breakfast, and then go. Pick up after school. That's also where the pickup is, and the exit is over by the auditorium. You see the really big building on the left-hand side? That is our auditorium, and that's where the exit for our buses are. Okay. Oh, and as you can see, another camera. They're everywhere. Another camera. Okay, just another camera. This is our teacher's lounge, in case somebody ever tells you where the teacher lounge is. Mr. Lanier, I don't think anybody has Mr. Lanier's class, but if you did, that's where it would be. Mr. Castillo is in here right now. I think he teaches English 3. Mr. Hendricks is a U.S. history teacher. I don't know who's in there. Miss Cantu, but she's not there. And then we go to the cool class. This is my class. Of course, it's like McLovey right now. It's not ready, but that is my class. It's not ready though. Okay. Anybody read what that sign says? The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. Okay. Right next to my class is Mr. C, Mr. Carizales, which you guys have for geography, right? This is Mr. Carizales' class. Pretty empty right now, but Mr. Trevino, he teaches algebra. I don't know who your algebra teacher is this year. I forgot. Ms. Daniels. This is Ms. Head's class right here. Ms. Head obviously isn't here right now, but this is a sneak peek at Ms. Head's class. I don't have keys to go in, but try to get a little. Ms. Head's class, F102. F meaning F building. And of course, first floor, there's Ms. Perez, Mr. Marquez. And then we can go now back into the A building, okay? Back into our A building, you see there's a whole bunch of cameras. We went through the A building. Oh, I think we've gone through the whole A building already. In order to connect, to get back from the F building, we can either take the catwalk to the A building, or you can actually go through, the A building first floor, which is through here. There's the F building. If you guys know your streets, that is Barlight, the main street that we're on, okay? Okay, that's Barlight right there, so. This is where a bunch of our special ed teachers have their offices, okay? And as we go through, we're almost done, guys. I'm gonna fast forward right now because I'm gonna go through our CTE, which is our career technology band hall, and the football, the athletics. Let me take you guys over there so that way you guys can get a glimpse of all those things. I took the wrong turn. Normally, let me take you guys through the right turn. I'm gonna take you through the right, come around, and you guys wouldn't notice this, but we're back at the nurse's office again. Okay, we're back at the nurse's office. If we kept going down that hall, we would have gone through up to the front office. Nurse's office again, A146, where you guys take your test. Have you come testing? Okay, the front, don't forget, flagpole in the front of the school. You'll have meetings there, flagpole, library, and I'm gonna take you to my truck so we can fast forward so I can get in my truck and tail it to the F building, the auxiliary gym. You guys can see the auditorium, and the CTE, which is career and technology, okay? Career and technology is, that's where you can You have your automotive, your agriculture. If you want to be a cosmetologist, they have a print shop. They have, let's see, AC and heating, welding, paint and body. If you want to be a detailer or anything like that, that's what it's for. This is my dirty truck, and we're gonna jump in and ride in it. Okay. Oh, this is the front of the campus again. I'm sorry. This is the back end of the campus by the cafeteria. This is a different view. That there is our baseball field, also known as Burroughs Gustafson Field. Pretty popular field because it's one of the only natural grass now, which is weird. This is our auxiliary gym. Like I said, we're gonna drive. We're gonna go a little fast forward. Auxiliary gym right here. That's still part of the bus drop-off area. If you look to the left, we have our actual our greenhouse. The greenhouse is where they grow actual real plants and fruit, vegetables, and stuff like that, all grown within the greenhouse. It's pretty cool. As we come over here, you can see the scoreboard to the baseball field. As we come through, still the dressing rooms for PE. Usually if you have PE, those are your dressing rooms, boys and girls. And then we come through, we don't get in an accident because we're driving right now. And if we go, I'm gonna go through the building. This is our career and technology, the beginning. This is our vocational building, also known as VB. This is our vocational building. As you see, there's only probably about 8 classes in there to include law enforcement, agriculture, auto mechanics, what do you call it? Electrical trades and building trades, which is a wood shop, kind of like our wood shop. This is our band hall. This is the back end of our band hall right here. Here's a closer view of the auditorium. That's a big building on the left-hand side, weighted red brick. That's our auditorium. This is another part of our band hall right here. Okay. This is one of the entrances to our band hall. Also on the other side of the band hall is the dance hall, where our cheerleaders and pep squad and dance team perform and practice for everything. This is the boys' new weight room. That's the weight room that the football team, basketball team, all the boys use. So that's known as our weight room. If you look further down, yes, that right there is the boys' athletic field house. And right now, it's where golf is. Yes, golf. Golf is located there. This is the front end. Man, I think they need to trim these trees because you can't see much of that is an entryway also to the band hall. And this is another entryway to the dance hall. Okay, these are the dance halls. Dance hall, band hall. And then we come to the auditorium. This is our auditorium again. It's a big auditorium. It seats about, I want to say about 500 people. Okay, come to the left. This is our CTE, which is Career and Technology Building. Look here, this is where they fix vehicles. Actually, where they repair vehicles. Toyota donates vehicles pretty often, and they repair. When I mean by repair, this is a paint and body. They remove them, they put dents in them, and they fix the dents, and then repaint them. And they're supposed to repaint my truck, but man, I don't even know whenever that's gonna get done. I've asked, but I don't have the connections like everybody else. Next to the auto body is the welding shop. This is where they weld things. As you can see, they probably have a bunch of metal there that they're probably gonna use to weld. Then after that, that is where robotics practices, and this is the robotics little vehicle that they use to travel, and they take their robots. I love to see battle bots, just to let y'all know. After that, of course, it says South San Antonio Career Education. This is why they call it Career Ed. This is Mr. Hernandez, and this is where he has his his AC and heating class. That's an AC and heating class there. Come around. Of course, this is Kindred Avenue. Kindred Elementary is over here on the left-hand side. But to the right, on the CTE building, this is where they have the print shop. They print a whole bunch of things, not only for the school and for the district, but actually they use it for the city too, because a bunch of people from the city, we have some printers that no one else has within the city. And then this last classroom right here is what we call the cosmetology room. And yes, you can get a free haircut. I've never gotten one, probably because I've never had hair. If you look to the left, we have our stadium, football stadium, also known as Bobcat Stadium. It's turf. Just got new turf last year. New track put in last year, and of course our stadium seats about, I want to say about 4,000 people. So we have a pretty big stadium. This is our boys athletic field house. This is where football is housed. I don't know if y'all want to go. Should we go into the football field house? What do y'all think, guys? Oh, it's probably locked. I didn't bring my keys for it. This is where our trainer is, our athletic trainer, Doc Menchaca. That's where he's housed, right in between. And if you go further down, you can see this is where our baseball locker room is. And baseball is located in here. All right, guys, I think you've had a pretty good tour. As we go back, you can, I'm gonna drive around and you guys can see a little bit more of the campus. Here's the weight room again. Another look at the football field. That's the home side of the stadium. If you look through there, you can see our home side of the stadium. And it looks like it got repainted a little bit. So hopefully it looks pretty nice for football season if we have one. And then this is our auto mechanics. This is Mr. Sanchez, Mario Sanchez. He's our auto mechanic. And of course you see the cars around that he usually fixes. Toyota, again, donated another Toyota Tundra that he uses for the kids to fix and whatnot. As we come through again, this is another way to get to the boys' foot house, where golf is located. And this is our chiller room. This is where a lot of our AC units and a lot of things are used. This is where they're housed. So this is a real important building for our campus. And we're pretty much back at the campus again. I am going to take you guys to the front of the school again, and then after that I think this is going to be the end of the video. So this is going to be right at about a 40-minute tour for you guys. These are our custodians who work hard and are still here working, doing what they got to do in order to get everybody fed. Like I said, if you guys can look around, you can see more cameras everywhere, cameras all around the campus. Like I said earlier. Oh, look up there. I passed it, should have went back. If you look at the very top, you can see where the astronomy class is, and you can see the planetarium up there. See the very top up there? You can see the planetarium. You can see the planetarium all the way at the very top, and that is amazing. When you see it, if you actually get a chance to take astronomy, that is one of the most beautiful things ever. It looks like you can bring up planets and different things in the up in the ceiling, and you could see them as if you were really close to them. It's a pretty amazing thing. This is the back end, like I said, the back end of where you can come out and have breakfast or lunch during your meals when we get back on campus. That's the high school gym, and this is the parking lot. When you start to drive, I'm gonna take you guys around. This is our health science building that I was mentioning to you guys earlier. Teacher parking, not student parking, only teacher parking. I repeat, only teacher parking. This is the practice field. There's our baseball field stadium seating, and that's our Southsan Athletic Center. I'm gonna take you guys and get you a little closer to the athletic center. This is the practice field for soccer, golf, because we have to use it for our golf. We don't have any grass, so we have to come and use this every once in a while. But this is what we call the Southsan Athletic Center. Some people will refer to it as a DERB, but it's named is Southsan Athletic Center, as you see the front end, where it says Southsan Athletic Center. And that's where our varsity competitions for volleyball, boys and girls basketball, and usually we host our pep rallies in there. Okay. Again, here's the baseball stadium, Burroughs Gustafson Stadium. Baseball stadium. You can see the scoreboard up there that says Burroughs Stadium. Better look at the planetarium that you can see there. You zoom in a little. I don't know if I can zoom in or not, but if you look up at the very top, you can see the planetarium. You can see the top of the school. That's also where they hold a lot of our AC units and whatnot. So guys, this is a campus tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be asking questions about what was on the video. So get ready to discuss. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.